Workspaces are the heart and soul of Power BI. They are where most of the action happens. You use Workspaces to upload and share your reports, create dashboards, and collaborate with your colleagues on Power BI projects. You can also take reports and dashboards from a given workspace and publish it as an app in the Power BI service. In this video, we're going to talk about Workspaces. Workspaces come in two types: shared workspaces and personal workspaces. We'll start with shared workspaces. As their name implies, shared workspaces are workspaces that you share with other people in your organization. They are only available when you have a license for Power BI Pro or Power BI Premium. If all you have is the basic free license for Power BI, you won't be able to use shared workspaces. If your organization has Power BI Premium and you have a Power BI Pro license, you'll be able to create and update reports and dashboards inside of shared workspaces. If your organization has Power BI Premium and you don't have a Pro license, you can still view and interact with shared workspaces, but you won't be able to create or update any reports. Moving on, everyone who logs into the Power BI service gets a personal workspace. They're a great place to try out new features or work on personal data visualization projects, like stuff you might put on your blog or on LinkedIn or even in your personal resume. Personal workspaces just have a couple of limitations. First, other people cannot access your personal workspace. Anything you upload there will be visible only to you. Second, you can't publish apps from a personal workspace. And third, there are some advanced Power BI features that can't be used in the personal workspace because they require the kind of resources you can only use in a shared workspace with a Pro or Premium license. However, if you're just looking for a place to experiment with Power BI and build a professional portfolio of cool data visualizations, the personal workspace is the place to do it. Let's take a look at our workspaces. We're going to click the Workspaces tab on our side navigation menu, which will expose a new pane where we can see our personal workspace at the top, followed by a search bar, followed by any shared workspaces we might have. At this point, we only have one shared workspace, which I've named edX Test. We're going to first take a look at my personal workspace. At the moment, our personal workspace is empty. We can see a line of tabs along the top of the page: dashboards, reports, workbooks, and data sets. Let's upload one of our Power BI reports to the personal workspace so we have something to look at. To do so, I'm going to click the Get Data button that is situated in the bottom left corner of the Power BI service. This will take us to a new page where we can either grab online content from within our organization or from online services elsewhere, or we can upload our own content. One useful link if you're just learning Power BI for the first time is to look at the Samples link in the bottom left corner of this page. This takes us to a page where Microsoft has provided us sample Power BI reports and dashboards that we can use for learning and inspiration. For example, I'm going to select the IT spend analysis sample and load it into my personal workspace. Once this is done, our personal workspace now has three new items in it. There's a dashboard, a report, and a data set, each of which is named IT Spend Analysis Sample. When we open the report, we can see that it's a fully functional Power BI report with 3 pages, some charts and slicers. One key difference from Power BI Desktop is that in the Power BI service, the pages are visible on the left side of the page next to the navigation menu, instead of being a list of tabs along the bottom of the report. Now I'll show you how to upload your own content to your personal workspace. Once again, let's click on our Get Data button. This time, instead of going to Samples, we're going to select Files. Power BI takes us to a new page where we can tell it where our files are located. Mine is located on my hard drive, so I'm going to select Local File from this list of options. This will open a window to browse my hard drive, where I'm going to select a particular sample report I want to use called College Majors. This is a really simple report I built using some data from 538's data repository. For those who aren't familiar with 538, it's a US-based website that focuses on statistical analysis and data visualization, especially around topics like politics, sports, and economics. They keep a data repository in GitHub that contains a lot of the data sets they use for their analysis and reporting. It's a good resource if you're looking for free public data sets to use with Power BI. After my report is imported to the personal workspace, we can go to the Reports tab and interact with it. Also, if we go back to the workspace and go to our Datasets tab, we'll see there's a dataset for my report also. This dataset represents the underlying data model of our report. From this page, we can set up a schedule to refresh our data, or we can even create new reports using this existing dataset. That's a topic we'll be covering in one of our upcoming videos. In our next video, we'll jump into shared workspaces, where we'll upload some of the work we completed in this course and look at it inside the Power BI service.